The movie is set in the mystical lands of Persia. A rogue prince and a mysterious princess race against dark forces to safeguard an ancient dagger capable of releasing the sands of time, a gift from the gods that can reverse time, allowing its possessor to rule the world. So welcome back to yet another video by Mr. Recapper. Today we have brought another fiction yet historical movie of the 20s, named Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. The pre-credits of this film narrate a time when there was a superior empire named Persia. They were wise and also war craze. Let's get introduced to Persian King Sharman, who ruled this empire with his brother Nizam. Sharman had two sons, but before we meet them, let's get into the story of adopting the third one. Once upon a time, Sharman and his army were chasing a kid who stole something from him, but before they could catch him, we see Dastan, our main character, as a brave kid saving the culprit. Then we see nothing else but his bravery against the king's army. Sharman got influenced enough by Dastan that he adopted him. The scene jumps to the future, where we see Sharman kids Garsiv and Tus fully grown up, preparing for an attack on the holy city of Alamut. According to their uncle, Alamut had betrayed Persia by making weapons for Persian foes. Before they attack the sacred city, Tus asks for Dastan, and here he is, fighting and getting beaten up by others. After chattering about who should lead an attack, Tus comes up with nothing else but Garsiv because they think Dastan is still a kid. Yeah, about that, he led an attack with only his friends and succeeded in acquiring the whole city. Oh, Garsiv is getting jealous. During the whole attack situation, we get to see Alamut's princess Tamina, renowned for her magnificence. After knowing that Alamut has been preached, she gets worried about the city and the mysterious sands of time's dagger. She gives the blade to her soldier to hide it, however, Dastan's destiny was destined too. After conquering the city, Tus tried to marry her to watch her and her empire. Conversely, Tamina also sees the dagger in the Dastan belt, and seeing this, she also agrees to marry Tus. Tus gives the Alamut's holy dress to Dastan, saying that he should convey this to Sharman, and asks for permission to marry Princess Tamina on behalf of Tus. Dastan does what he has asked for, but soon Sharman's body gets burned and he dies. All the party freaks, including Garsiv, accuse Dastan of killing Sharman in the greed of the kingdom. Seeing the opportunity, Princess Tamina rescues Dastan out of the palace. Thus the story gets into the main plot, but before we pursue, consider subscribing to our channel because, trust me, you cannot miss our future movie synopsis. While Dastan is still grieving, the story gets a lot more romantic in the next scene, and it looks that they both will get along passionately, but all she cares about is the dagger. During the fight, he mistakenly touches the dagger's lid, releasing the sand and experiencing the unbelievable for the first time, reversing the time while remembering all the events. After flipping the time, he again partakes in all the events, but with an additional indent. He again pushes the button and reverses the time. While he is reversing the events again, let us fast forwards to the upcoming. Uncle Nizam tells Tus about Sharman's death, and Tus announces a reward upon Dastan's head. Conversely, Dastan is leaving for Persia to get help from Uncle Nizam. He thinks that Tus has set up all this for quickly conquering Persia. On the other side, Princess Tamina at first doesn't want him to go with the dagger, because she knows that it should not get into evil hands. So she accompanies him. During their journey, Tamina dramatized herself into being unconscious. Dastan, upon seeing her, rushes towards her, but little did he know that she will anesthetize him. After waking up, he sees some rebels ready to kill him. Dastan trades Tamina for his life, and as he is a guest in ostrich racing, we see Tamina serving everyone like a slave. While he tells them about requiring a camel for his journey, the boss recognizes him as the prince and abducts him for a reward in return. Soon, he snatches Dastan's dagger too, but Tamina gets it back on time, and they both run away from there, ruining the ostrich race and the boss's life. Before Dastan can meet Nizam in Persia, Tamina steals the dagger without letting him know. Upon meeting his uncle, Dastan tells him about the magical dagger, and there he finds out that Tamina has stolen it. But before he leaves, he sees Nizam's hands entirely burned. At this point, he acknowledges Nizam as the culprit. He nearly escapes from there shortly before getting into the beauty's place. That's the perfect example of getting out of the frying pan and into the fire. While he is flirting, his brother Garsiv is coming after him, and there we see another fight between them. However, he overpowers him in the end and goes off to search for Tamina. The story gets even more exciting when Nizam enters his army turf, telling the head, Hassan Sin, to go after Dastan. Conversely, Dastan finds Tamina sleeping like a baby. Nevertheless, this time they finally get affectionate by their dazzling eyes. Dastan asks about the truth of the mystical dagger, and upon asking, Tamina tells the story of gods wrathing people by making a storm full of dust. They were about to wipe out everything because of human sins, but at that time, a little girl asked for their forgiveness, which was at last granted, but with the forgiveness lies a special responsibility to safeguard the storm's sand and the dagger. If the sand is unleashed again, the gods will destroy everything for real. Upon hearing her story, he gets to know why Uncle Nizam is after the dagger. He probably wants to change the past by letting Sharman die during a lion attack, so that Tuss and Garsav never be born, and he will become the king. After that, Tamina asks for a dagger to hide it in a safe place from where it had been found, but Dastan refuses to give it back because he wants to accompany her. Wow! What the love! The little lovable moment is soon intervened by those rebellious again. They abducted Dastan and Tamina, but at night Hassan attacks them. Thanks to the dagger's powers, Dastan saves everyone. As the rebellious group is now in debt to Dastan, they accompany him, but upon reaching the safe spot, a temple in nowhere, Tamina finds it deserted because Hassan has killed all of the saviors. And Garvis has arrived there too, but Dastan proves his innocence to Garvis this time, and Dastan also convinces him that their uncle is the real culprit. Meanwhile, Hassan has attacked the safe spot, and Garvis is killed as collateral damage. Conversely, Tamina goes to the temple to return the dagger where it came from. Dastan chases after her and stops her, only to lose the dagger to the evil hands. And here we see Nizam's army fighting for the first time, while Hassan's snake is swallowing the dagger. Dastan was about to get killed, but thanks to Garvis, he kills the Hassan's man before dying. Nizam now has everything to fulfill his desire, the dagger, and the holly sand, which he has been digging for quite some days. On the other side, Dastan, Tamina, and their crew make a plan to possess the dagger again, and for this, the Nava sacrifices his life, sneaking into the dangerous spot and throwing the blade off the window before getting killed. Now they have to stop Nizam from digging the sand, and for this, Dastan has to win back Tuss's trust again. So, he sneaks in and kills himself in front of Tuss shortly before telling him to press the lid. Which he does, and he too experiences the power of this mighty blade. After reversing the time, or what we can say resurrecting Dastan, Tuss finally believes him, but Nizam intervenes and kills Tuss, and going to kill Dastan too, but before Nizam's man kills Dastan, Tamina steps in helping him to kill Nizam's man. After that, they both get into the secret passageway to the mighty sand. Conversely, Nizam is also coming down to fulfill his desires. After confronting each other in front of their destiny. A fight full of action has started, but soon Nizam pushes Tamina down the cliff, however, Dastan catches her at the very last second. On the other side, Tamina lets herself go, sacrificing for Dastan to stop Nizam from unleashing the god's wrath. Nizam daggers the sand, unleashing the complete dagger's potential, but Dastan also holds the dagger. The times start to reverse, but fortunately, it stops right where Dastan had conquered Alamut. So this means that he was the one who had controlled the dagger's power, stopping Nizam, starting the events again, saving his brothers, father, and Tamina. Dastan then accuses Nizam of being the traitor in front of everyone. At first, no one believes, but after Nizam tries to kill Dastan, Tuss kills him and announces that Alamut has never betrayed them. And with this announcement, Tuss suggests Tamina marry Dastan. On the other hand, Tamina again sees the dagger on Dastan's belt. Upon chattering, he tells her everything, and that's how the movie ends.